Hello everyone, this is Anahita Singh from the Hackers Talk team, welcoming you all to another Instagram session. On today's live session, we are joined by an esteemed guest lead information security manager, security blogger, and an instructor at Udemy and Simpliv, Mr. Mayur Pava. So he'll be joining in this 2-3 minutes. We'll wait, and meanwhile I'll tell you about the Hackers Talk. So Hackers Talk community is completely working on cybersecurity things. They are coming up with the latest news with respect to the malware, whatever is happening in our society. They are having a YouTube channel as well and website, and they are all there on the other media platforms as well, like LinkedIn, Twitter, and social media platforms. So do follow the Hackers Talk team, and we'll just wait for Mayur Pava to join us for this session.
Hi Anahita,
Hey,
how are you doing?
so audience, as I mentioned, we are having Mayur with us, so he has joined. So hey Mayur, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. So it's been this COVID-19 and quarantine and everything happening around.
I think so. It's somewhat a big problem for everyone, and everybody is trying to cope up with it. Staying at home, everybody is managing somehow. So I think it is for the betterment of everyone, and let's hope this situation resolves soon.
Yeah, sure. We all hope same. So, like I mentioned during introduction, that you are a security blogger, and yes, I know that you also work as a security blogger. So, why don't you tell about your experiences?
Sure. I started my blog around 2 years back, but before then I am, I was working. I am currently working with one of the largest IT companies in the world as a security professional. So I manage a lot of clients working for the US and Canada clients, and it depends, or it manages, includes, or identifying this, working about security management, risk management. So it encompasses a lot of things. From a blogger perspective, if I talk about a personal perspective, so I've done 2-3 certifications, and I write about those certifications. I try to explain security in simple terms, because as you understand, when you talk about cyber security, there are a lot of terms which come up. So, people tend to say that it's very, very difficult, ये बहुत मुश्किल है, ये तो bouncer पढ़ते हैं, something on those lines. So it's really important that we understand, in simple terms, say, for example, what is a firewall, what is a router, or what are cryptographic mechanisms, and all those things. Yeah. So this is what I do on my blog.
So, like, what do you like the most, the job you're doing or the blog you're writing about cybersecurity?
Oh, okay. And that's a difficult question. I love writing. I love what I want to write. So blogging is my personal favorite. Obviously, job pays, and it pays for everyone. You are also doing a job. I'm also doing a job. So job also matters, and definitely matters.
Yes,
because it gives you a lot of exposure also, what is happening in the current field, and basis that experience, and whatever you want to write, you can write basis of that also.
Yeah, so
both are important.
Yeah, of course. So how was your college life? Like, were you a kind of studious person or the opposite? I would not but the mischievous kind of student.
Okay, I would call, when I was doing my engineering, I was, quite a studious person. But when I came to, after doing my MBA, studies were okay. But I thought that, personal exposure and doing things like that, I became the editor of the college magazine and other things. So that was more important for me. Growing as a personality is more important rather than just focusing on studies.
Yeah, sure. So while talking about college and all, the unemployment has really gone up. You would agree, right? So do you think it is affecting the engineers the most?
I think so. See, it's an important time for all of us. I know for some of the students, they will not be able to get jobs at this point of time, because the companies may try to postpone their joinings. Some may even not involve them. So, but it's a good time for students to learn new things. they can enter. I know it sounds really frustrating because you have finished certain studies at particular point of time, and now you wanted to do a job, but after that you really want to do now again somebody is telling you to study, so it doesn't make sense. So but good time to learn new skills that are available in the market. Hands-on training is very important. So बहुत सारी websites हैं जिसके ऊपर you can go, you can get hands-on training. So I think so people should utilize this time and work on that aspect.
Like you mentioned about these skills, so what exactly are the skills they are lacking in, or they need to understand and learn over it to get the job or anything, to be aware about the security thing? So what are the main skills required?
Okay, see, from a skills perspective, especially I can talk about cyber security skills. I'll not go into other digital skills or anything else. But from a security perspective, hands-on training, say for example, you want to go into ethical hacking field. So hands-on hacking, working on those actual softwares or some virtual, say virtual boxes, sandboxing, actually exploring Kali Linux, pen testing. All these things, application security, again, there are a lot of websites where you have certain vulnerabilities mentioned and you can try to exploit them. All these skills are valued in the market. So, एक होता है कि that you go, okay, I have a degree with me. One is when you sit in an interview and you tell them कि ये इस तरीके से होता है, say for example, vulnerability scanning or VA management. Very easy to tell कि इस तरीके से vulnerability solve होती हैं. But if you go and try to make them understand, okay, this is the software which I have worked upon, or this is the software where I have experience, इसको इस तरीके से configure कर सकते हैं, and then you can do this, and these are certain important things which you'll have to take care of. I think so that's very important.
Okay, so like you mentioned about certain certification, like you already did a few of them. So can you tell us in detail, like what is the cost, how to prepare, what kind of questions? I think these are a lot of questions to ask. So I'll go one by one.
Okay.
So what all security certifications are out there? We can opt out of those certifications.
Okay, so if you go and Google onto the Google about security certifications, you'll find a lot many certifications.
Yeah.
Many.
Yeah.
Some you'll find as top best certifications, but I'll try to touch upon some of them. So one is you can say SSCP, which I have done, then CISSP. The CS certification. Then we have CISM, CompTIA Security Plus, Certified Ethical Hacker, CEH. Then OSCP is there. Then one is GIAC by SANS. So if you go into that, multiple certifications are there. Otherwise, that if you can go for trainings also, say ISO 27001 training or some other ISO standard training, or go into the networking field, CCNA, CCNP. All these are closely related.
I think I'm getting confused with all these names. So would be our listeners. So how to decide the best one for myself if I am going to be a security expert and I want to learn something in security? So for one would be the best for myself.
Okay, I think it's a very good question, Anahita, because this is one of the most common questions कि मेरे लिए कौन सी best है, मुझे ये बता दो बस.
Exactly.
So it's कोई specific मंत्र नहीं है. You have to focus on what your skills are or what your interests are. Say for example, if a person is really interested in hacking, so he should go for certified ethical hacker, or you say you can go for OSCP. Again, it is offensive side ke upar, again deals with pen testing and other things.
Yeah.
If you are not into that, if you want to go into clouds, क्योंकि आजकल cloud भी बहुत चल रहा है, everybody is talking about cloud. Jio is coming up, Alibaba is coming up, Google Cloud, Amazon Cloud. So you can go for CCSP, that is Cloud Security Professional. If you want to start from a beginning perspective, there are certain certifications such as SSCP or CISSP. Not CISSP तो थोड़ा professional हो जाता है. SSCP is there, CompTIA Security Plus is there. So it depends on what your interests are. How do you really want to get into this field? You have certain experience. For example, you are a networking guy.
Yeah.
You have around 10-12 years of experience. But now you want to get into security. So why not do CISSP and get into this field? So depends what your interests are.
Okay, so like coming back, I see that you have done SSCP and CISSP. So can you give us some
Yes.
guidance on these certifications? What they
Sure.
do? Yeah.
Okay, I would say that SSCP is a beginner level certification. It is offered by ISC Square and it costs around $250. But it requires minimum 1 year of experience. So if you are just a beginner in this field and you want to prove to the industry that this is I have done certain certification and this is the one which is you should go about, or otherwise you can go for CompTIA Security Plus also. SSCP involves around 125 questions and it takes around this 3 hours you have to give. It's a very difficult exam again, but this beginner level certification. CISSP, however, is a professional level certification. A professional in the sense that you require some experience in that, around 5 years of experience if you want to get that certification with you. Otherwise, you can give the exam at any point of time.
Okay.
So it costs around $700. मतलब आजकल का rate लगाएंगे तो around 55,000. And it takes around again 3 hours and 125 questions. But recently the format has changed. So it's a CAT type of an exam. If you score one right question, you'll get a more difficult question. If you give an incorrect answer, then you'll get an easy question. So something on those lines.
Okay. Thanks for telling, Mayur. See, I have heard about ISCCA too. So what do they offer? ISCCA.
Okay, that is, I think so you're talking about ISACA, I think so, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, so ISACA basically, see again, ISC Square and ISACA is there. ISC Square is one certification body which offers certain certifications, and ISACA is another body which offers certifications.
Yeah.
ISACA is mainly known for CISA, that is, deals with auditing. Certified Information Security Auditor, and then is your CISM, Certified Information Security Manager. It also gives CRISC and many others. So again, different है. मतलब जैसे for example कोई certification, then again TCS है, Infosys भी है. Both are different companies. So these are both certification bodies and they have their own values.
Okay, so let me ask you a difficult question. So do you think all these certifications which you mentioned, do they actually help? Are these even worth it?
Very difficult question and very common question.
Yeah.
और इस पे बहुत डिबेट होती है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा डिबेट होती है. The point is that some people feel that these certifications don't matter and only experience matters. While this is again my personal opinion, I don't say it from a larger perspective, but having attained the certifications myself, I think that certifications do matter. There's a lot of competition out there, and at least at resume filtering, these things do matter. So if there are 5 candidates और उसमें से 2 ने CISSP कर रखा है, तो companies do filter out on this aspect कि CISSP वाले को ही हम करेंगे. Then you try to get into the interview and that, all those things. From an experience perspective, see, experience, there is no, without experience, you can't say that, I know everything. Because one is theoretical knowledge, one is practical knowledge, and practical knowledge is very important. So it is important that, okay, let me take an example for you. You have done 12th, right? You have done, some college also. So if you go to an organization और उनको आप बोलते हो कि मेरे पास BTech की degree है, see I am a engineer,
yeah.
And another person is there who says कि मेरे को पता सब कुछ है जो engineering में होता है, but I don't have a degree. So again, examples are there. We have Instagram, again we are doing it from Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, college dropout, but people are made it. Again, there are people who have certifications, who have degrees, and they go for it. So it's just like, whether I should go to college or not, whether I should get a degree or not, and all those things. So debate will continue. But I feel that certifications give you a lot of knowledge and help you also prove to the companies out there, dekho, I know a lot of things.
Yeah, so it's all about knowledge only. So you're saying.
Yes, it's all about knowledge. It's all about experience.
Yeah. So, if I talk about the Hackers Talk, so we just finished an event called Global InfoSec Web Summit 2020.
Yeah, I had followed it and it was wonderful. Let me congratulate you on that.
Thank you so much. It was the question what do you think the impact of such initiatives has to our people, to our audiences? What is we decided to go for it and it went well also. You also appreciated. Thanks for that. So we wanted to know the impact of it, how these kind of things can help from an expert, obviously.
I think so. See, these kind of symposiums, these kind of digital platforms, and people like you coming up with these things, it's very, very important given the current circumstance. Maze ransomware, everybody knows. Zoom meeting, a lot of things are going on. These are certain basic examples, and we read every day in the newspaper that some of the other companies getting hacked, or this was a ransomware attack which had happened on one of the firms which are out there. Again, it was public knowledge. So my understanding is that making people aware about cybersecurity is a very, very good initiative. In fact, I have been doing the same through my blog. So I particularly feel whenever somebody comes up with this kind of an initiative, it's very, very good. And we should be working out there and trying to educate the people out there. See, cybersecurity is not just for people who want to be in this field. It's for almost everyone. Everybody does a banking transaction. Everybody is FaceTiming, Zooming. So pata honi chahiye these small aspects.
So thank you for telling. And see, Mayur, we'll go for some quick questions like a rapid fire, so that our audience have a better insight about certification things. So are you ready?
Yeah.
But yes.
Let me get ready.
Sure. So the first one would be easiest to get, least experience required for any certification.
I'll go for SSCP and CompTIA Security Plus.
Okay.
These are the two ones which require very less experience.
Okay. So which one is better, CISSP or SSCP?
Difficult one. I'll go for CISSP.
Okay. SSCP or CompTIA Security Plus?
My favorite would be SSCP because I have done that. But having said that, both the certifications are good. And anyways, whichever you get it, do work for it, and both of them have good value in the market.
Okay. Then another one is CISSP or CCSP?
Okay. CISSP is again related to more to leadership and management. CCSP deals with cloud. So if you have interest in cloud, so please cloud wala kariye. If you have interest more in leadership and management and you want to govern the overall understanding of all the domains, then please go for CISSP. Both of them are very, very difficult. So please prepare well and then do it.
Okay, then CH or OSCP? It would be the last rapid fire question for you.
Okay, I will, my inkling would be towards OSCP.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Mayur. So, we talked about the certification and experiences. So, do you think your experience matter when it comes to security field?
Experience does matter, Anahita. I would say that it definitely matters. And there are people out there who do not have certifications, but they are very, very good in their field. And it is important to learn from them. And people come back to me and, sometimes they write to me over my blog also that, Mayur, tell us one thing. I don't have any experience and I want to get into this field.
Yeah.
So how should I get into it? Now, certification, if I want to do it, it is still asking for experience. So CISSP, 5 years of experience, I don't have it, but I still want to enter it. So all those things. So my suggestion here to everybody out there who wants to do a certification is go ahead and start humbly, start from the bottom, and the moment you start understanding things, go for a certification. But do not just go for a certification because you want to have something in mind. No, try to learn things, get hands-on experience by working in any company which you can get. And then probably you can switch companies also, you can get more certifications also, but experience, hands-on experience, practical training, very important. Then you'll learn more.
So like where to start? You said about the learn from the beginning. So exactly where we need to start. Like if I just done my college, so should I be focused like the security is my domain, I need to go there, or like if I'm a professional also, I've been working, I have experience of 5 years, now I want to move. So how to mold ourselves to security, because this is something now I am having interest to go or anything. So how to go there, like how to move ourselves to security.
Okay, and from here perspective, see, I would seriously suggest that do something which is complementing your field. Say for example, you are a developer, तो जरूरी नहीं है that you want to go into cloud only, या फिर सिक्योरिटी में आना चाहते हो तो why not start from an application security perspective, become an application security expert. So that is the first step, because you know coding. Say for example, I don't know coding, तो मैं अगर application security में जाता हूँ तो doesn't make sense for me, I will not be able to grow. But a person who is already doing coding, he's a developer, has around 2-3 years of experience, why shouldn't he get into the application security field and try to get more knowledge? Now again, cyber security is a very, very big field. It is not a very small, limited to just identity and access management or cryptography or something of that sort. It deals with a lot of things. So even one domain is a certification in itself, is a practical in itself. So I think so that is one we should focus for.
Okay, so you mentioned about your blog sometimes. So what does that offer to our listeners?
Okay, my blog actually, I write about cyber security, and if you want to learn about security, again, पुराने वाला question पे आते हैं. People who don't understand things, say for example, I want to learn about security, but if I start reading a book, नींद आ जाती है. So from that perspective, if you go through my blog, you'll be able to understand that, things are written in a very, very simple manner. It is written from a perspective that if a new person comes into this field or wants to understand security from a basic perspective, you'll be able to and you'll enjoy reading that. So I have, tried to give real life examples so that, people go through it and people try to learn through it. And especially people who are doing certifications, that's extremely good for them. Extremely good. Because I talk about certifications there, I tell them people what to do it and how to go about it.
Okay, thank you. So I have some questions in chats. I'll go for those. So let's start. Someone has asked, what about CISM?
CISM is offered by ISACA and it is Certified Information Security Manager. It is basically for people who are looking more in a management role. So they want to be in the information security field but don't want to be extremely technical in nature. More from a management perspective, I think so you can understand. So those are the people who should go for CISM. Again, it talks at a leadership level. So if you want to create a strategy at an organizational level or at a program level, then what should you do? So all those things come into that Certified Information Security Manager, CISM certification offered by ISACA. Again, a very, very difficult exam, requires around 5 years of experience. So we can talk more in detail अगर कोई नया session होता है तो.
Yeah, sure. I have few more. Just a second. What all we have to do in network security pen testing? I think we have already discussed it, but if you can enlighten something about network security pen testing.
Okay, see, in network security is, I should say, people who really want to get into network security should have a very clear understanding of the network. They should have done courses like CCNA. If you are a network expert, then go into the network security aspect, because both work together itself. So you create a network, but obviously you have to create a secure network. And OSCP is one again, but it is more from a offensive side, pen testing and all those things. So complete knowledge of networking as well as pen testing, hacking and all those things are important. Even CEH offers, I think so, some practical labs on the pen testing, but I am not so sure because I haven't attended any of those labs.
Okay. So there's another question from Rahul. Will any scripting language knowledge be helpful in cybersecurity?
Yes, I think so very, very much, because Python is coming up and a lot of scripting technologies are required in cyber security, you have to create certain scripts when you want to implement even in cloud. I think so that is a wonderful thing which is there if you have that knowledge of scripting.
Okay, and there's one more person who is asking if I want to learn from yourself. I don't know if so. I would request you at last to mention your contact so that person can connect you for more insights.
Sure.
And yes, would you like to add something about the Hackers Talk? Like we are doing all these things, so anything about Hackers Talk you want to say?
See, as I mentioned earlier, Anahita, this is a wonderful platform, and the global summit which you just now did around 2-3 days back, and I attended some of the sessions, although I was busy, but I attended a few ones which were there. It was a wonderful platform for people who really wish to learn or at least be fluent in this field. And people who are already in this field, again, it's a big knowledge gainer for them, that because see, there are multiple things out there, and since you are so busy in your work, sometimes you don't get a time to go into and read something. Yeah. But if such kind of a some kind of a talk or some kind of a Insta live or some other YouTube live session is created, that really helps. You go through it, you listen to it for 15-20 minutes or 30 minutes, you will get to know थोड़ा बहुत तो पता चल ही जाता है.
Yeah, there's another question from Aisha. Like, if I don't know any programming language, then the person can go for security domain or not?
Absolutely. See, if you don't know any programming language, then you don't have to get into application security. Then you can normally get into physical security, identity and access management. There are a lot of fields out there. Basically, see, you need to have a knack of that कि मुझे cyber security में जाना है. But don't just enter into that because मतलब सब कर रहे हैं तो मैं भी करूँगा.
Yeah, obviously. You should gain that interest and knowledge.
Yes.
The background should be clear to you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so thank you, Mayur. It was like great having you here, and it's like to share your experience and expertise with our Hackers Talk viewers. So thank you so much for joining us. And yes, there's another thing for our viewers. So we are coming with the exciting launch of the panel discussion show, the Hackers Talk show from May 4th from 6 p.m. So please go and watch. So stay tuned and keep supporting us. Do follow the Hackers Talk. And yes, Mayur, you please mention your blog so that they can connect you, because there are a lot of chats coming on for your connect. So you can connect him over LinkedIn as well. And Learning with Mayur Pava is the your blog, right?
learningwithmayur@gmail.com, and you can also visit my blog, that is www.mayurpava.com.
Yeah, thank you, Mayur. Thank you. And thank you, audience, for joining us. Bye. Take care.
Pleasure is all mine. Thanks, Anahita. Bye. Take care.
Bye.